Hi there, beautiful souls watching. Welcome and thank you. I'm Gabrielle, retired medium in Germany, and I like to share some of my otherworldly experiences and insights. So this one is about an OBE, out-of-body experiment, traveling to the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid in Gizeh, Egypt, the Cheops Pyramid. With two of my very dear friends, I tried an experiment. We prepared before the OBE, out-of-body travel, with a little special meditation to get used to leave the body and come back. And then we traveled together to the pyramid in Egypt. I've always wanted to go there, and I'm very interested because I know it's more than just a monument or a building. It's kind of an energy machine, and I think the sarcophagus in the King's Chamber was used for mainly healing and initiation. But as I'm able to travel astrally, out of body, I don't see the need to force myself into an airplane and fly for how many hours and get through all these procedures that are necessary in 3D with the body. I like astral traveling, but of course I don't go to places where I know already that there might be some danger. So I don't go to Antarctica or underground bases and things like that because I already know that's no good place for me to go there, and my guides also told me, oh, better stay off. But the pyramid in Giza, the Cheops Pyramid, was always kind of on my mind, and yes, we just decided to give it a try, like an experiment. And after we prepared, then we went to the pyramid. And in there, that was really interesting. I said, we don't need to go through all the long hallways and shafts and get this feeling of claustrophobia that you might get with the body. We just go in there, right through the walls and directly into the King's Chamber in the middle. And we kind of popped in there, and it felt empty. And what we all three perceived was the polished walls from this very smooth polished stones that almost looked like metal. And as we knew up to recently, there are no engravings or etchings in the King's Chamber until Robert Edward Grant came and found some. And the funny thing was, when we were in there in the chamber looking around at the walls, I and also my two friends could see kind of lines and etchings that were only visible to us on the astral plane, being out of body, and they looked like etchings of light. There were lines of light that were kind of in waves, looking like a DNA structure or something like that, on the walls around, and different other signs. And that was very interesting to me. And then I asked my two friends to, one after the other, go and put yourself into the sarcophagus. And let's see what happens, because, well, as I think they are for healing and initiation, we might get some healing or some initiation, who knows, depending on our own frequency. And they both went in there, and I stood outside and looked from my astral body to what was happening, and I saw kind of a lot of white light coming out of the sarcophagus when one of my two friends was lying in there, and the other as well. And then I felt the urge to do some overtones, and there appeared beings coming from out of the stone walls. And I already had heard Freddie Silver say something similar when he was there with a tourist group, a spiritual group traveling to the pyramids. They had the opportunity to be there all on their own, just the group and no one else, and they toned. And he also and some others of his group saw beings coming out of the walls. And the beings we saw were very tall and dressed in white robes. And I saw them kind of doing the namaste, greeting us. And they had, at least one of the beings had a feline face, looking very similar to the lion goddess Bastet. And I know that they are real because I already encountered a feline-faced being on a spaceship when I was there, OBE, traveling at night shortly before sleep. And these beings kind of formed a circle, or they stood near to the sarcophagus, and suddenly there was kind of a giant beam of white light coming from out of the sarcophagus, and we were all standing around this column of light, maybe another portal opening in the Cheops Pyramid from out of the king's chamber. And that was really amazing. I mean, I already saw things like that, portal openings and beams of light going up or down or both directions several times. But this time in the pyramid, it was very impressive, at least to me. So I think I wanted to share that with you, felt some kind of urge today to make this message, because I think we can all travel there if we're interested and go to the old healing places and receive what our frequency, our state of consciousness and being allows us to receive. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Blessings, love and light to you on your soul path. Bye.